What's up everybody, how's it going, and welcome to the Mina channel. This is Kudo and we have another video here today to talk about, and this is just kind of a discussion video and I really want to hear your opinions in the comments down below. So Persona 5 Strikers was a game that took I think the fandom by storm for a lot of different reasons. One of them being it is a interesting game because it does sit in an interesting position as another game on the series Persona 5, the arena games basically. And Persona 5 Strikers was a little bit different because this is the first time we had a Musou style Persona game, and it was actually very well received. A lot of people that played the game really liked the game. I know some people didn't like the game, so we're not arguing about whether you like the game or not the point of the video, but overall, it was pretty well received and most of the people pretty much really liked the game. But however, I've seen a lot of comments in the channel, particularly because of Persona 5 Strikers now being on PlayStation Plus. There's a lot of new influx of people or people that just haven't really played the game until now, and I've seen a lot of comments pertaining to this, very much interested on looking at a what you will call a sequel to the game. Right now, personally, I feel like this is an interesting take as far as having a sequel to a game like this, for a lot of different reasons. Once, I didn't actually think the game was as popular as it was for like to need a sequel. But also, although it did sell really well, there was a lot of people that weren't really particularly interested on the Warriors or the Musou style gameplay. So, I don't know, I really would like to hear your thoughts about this. Personally, I think it would be cool if we got a sequel to this game. I think that this game lends itself pretty well, especially because, you know, of the events of Persona 5 Rojo. We have all the characters, more people in the game and the story and everything like that. So, there's definitely a lot to unpack as far as like actually getting a sequel to something like this. However, at the same time, I would rather if we just did something different, and by this I mean there's many other possibilities, such as another turn-based RPG, another fighting game like Arena, like Persona Q3 for example. There's just very much so many other kind of spin-offs that they could do that I would really like to see the possibility of something different. We got the chance of the Musou style game. It was fun for what we played. I personally just never been a fan of Musou games like Warrior style and things like that, and although it did borrow a lot of things from other action RPGs or turn-based RPGs, and it really had a lot of the essence of Persona as far as like the gameplay and everything. It really didn't resonate to me too much as far as like the actual gameplay to say, yeah, we need a sequel to this game. This game this needs a continuation to this or anything like that. The story was very much it really felt like one and done kind of thing, especially at the end. It didn't really kind of like, it left it open for a sequel or something like that, but at no point did it feel like it was in a cliffhanger or anything like that, such as maybe something like the Arena games, which felt more open-ended in a sense where the Arena games really did look and feel like something like it could possibly get a Persona 5 Arena or something like that. So, I don't know. I personally see an interesting position. I would like to see something else. I don't think that the Arena, the Strikers formula worked extremely well. I think, again, it did have some things that left a little bit more to be desired, especially when it came to things like the storytelling and everything. It did feel like, while the story was fine and it was good, even in some aspects, a lot of the times it did feel like they were going through the same story beats as the original Persona 5 game, to the extent that a lot of the characters almost had like a very similar story arc, not in a bad way or anything like that, and I don't mean to say that that was like a really terrible thing or anything like that. It's fun to see the characters interact with each other more and everything, but I did feel like some of the conflict felt very similar to the same kind of conflict that you see in the original Persona game, Persona 5 or Persona 5 Rojo. It had some of the same kind of story bits. So if they do intend to do something as a sequel or something like that to this game, I really would like them to try something different. Now, one thing that I think the Persona 5 Strikers really excelled really well to do was the traveling. You know, the going into different areas. You're in an RV, you're hanging out with your friends. You know, you gotta worry about who's gonna drive next, and camping and cooking. There was some stuff that actually legitimately felt like so good, and I think that it really worked super well. One of them being again the traveling and the cooking and everything like that. Those kind of stuff really feel like it fit the theme of the motif of the Strikers game. If they did a sequel to this game, I would like it to maybe say like worldwide, like maybe they travel to other parts of the world or something like that. It really will have to upscale what's going on in the game in like a major big way. You know, I don't know, a lot of games, especially Japanese games, tend to focus a lot in Japan and particularly Tokyo. So if they really did a game where they do travel, but they do travel more outside of the country or something like that, that will be actually pretty cool. I will be interested to see if they were able to do something like that. But again, they have to warrant making a sequel or something like this that does feel like there is something else going on, and they really are trying to go the extra mile to make this game to feel unique, like a sequel. It does feel like a sequel. The characters feel well, but at the same time they introduce more arcs that aren't particularly the same thing as the last time. That's one thing that I can always tell you, it does bother me about certain games, where it kind of feels like a rehash of the original game, but at the same time it's more of the same kind of story and everything. I don't know, I think I'm still open to ideas if they were to do a sequel, but you go, and I would like to hear your opinion about this. What kind of sequel would you like to see for Persona 5 Strikers, if any, or a sequel to Persona 5 Royal if you want something different? I don't know, I really feel like there's so many different possibilities out there when it comes with the different kind of games that we have seen so far from the series, from again the arena games to the Persona Q to the, I mean, there's just so many other things they have done, continuations. I mean, Persona 4 Dancing had a sequel, you know, like, you know, it was a sequel to a game and everything, and it very much worked very well. And then the next game, the arena games, also were kind of a sequel to the dancing game and everything, and it also felt pretty well. So I don't know, there's all these other games that you can talk about and everything, and they all work pretty well together. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys in the next one. But before we end this video, I want to thank all the members: Miko, Another Fox, Demicro, H2DK, King Narukami 45, Ethan McNeil, and Rising Oblivion. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. I couldn't make these videos without your help.